What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Kmplxity. It's your boy Zeph, and today I'm going to hit you with a little bit of Call of Duty news because I was proven wrong. Doesn't happen too often, but it happens. So let's talk about it. Why am I being proven wrong? Well, for the longest time, I have personally stopped talking about skill-based matchmaking within Call of Duty. It felt like the definition of insanity. You know, Voss from Far Cry 3. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again. That, myself, is insanity, to continually complain about something that is never going to change. I was wrong because it looks like they might actually be changing it. So on the screen, you're going to see a tweet from Treyarch for Black Ops 7 saying, "Let's switch things up. Later today, we'll have two playlists in the Black Ops 7 beta, Mosh Pit, and a new option, Open Mosh Pit. Open Mosh Pit features classic matchmaking where skill is minimally considered, featuring TDM, kill confirmed, domination, hardpoint, and overload." I was gobsmacked. Don't hear that word very often, do you? But I was floored because I'm doing my household chores. I'm doing my household work. I work a 9 to 5. So my time on Call of Duty, or any game for that matter, is kind of precious. So I'm listening to, feedback from other creators such as like T-Dog Smitty, Ink Slasher, J God. I really like Call of Duty, so these are the people I watch. And collectively, the biggest complaint within this community is SBMM, skill-based matchmaking, is the worst thing about this game. This Black Ops 7 is an improvement on Black Ops 6. Black Ops 7 is a step forward in the right direction with the right changes. But the one thing holding it down like a cinder block in water is skill-based matchmaking, or engagement optimized matchmaking, whichever one you prefer. To my surprise, we have this tweet, and then we also have a subsequent blog post, which I'm going to show on screen for you, and I'm going to read it for you now. Like all things in beta, our collective goal is to gather critical in-game data and feedback to make Black Ops 7 the best experience possible. We're engaging with the community discussion about matchmaking, and we'll be making some updates to our playlist plans. Meaning this was not making updates to their playlist plans. That sounds like, to me, just based off of what I know, surface level, they weren't planning on making this change. The community feedback has pushed them to make this change. Today we will have two playlists available, Mosh Pit and a new option, Open Mosh Pit. In Open Mosh Pit, skill consideration, is drastically reduced when matchmaking, with the goal of providing more varied match experiences and outcomes. This playlist will match players with and against players of more varied skill differences than in our current multiplayer matchmaking system. And then the maps and modes are the same. Along with some other updates to some fine-tuning, such as, like, the Dravik 45 got a nerf, the Raiden 45 has a couple things changing to it, MAA1 caught a small nerf. They're not changing a whole lot. However, they are increasing weapon XP and a couple other things. If this does well, I could probably start. I personally want to lean into Call of Duty content. That's just because Call of Duty is so easy to. I can record a small match and talk over it rather than play multiple hours and record cutscenes and edit all together. This is much easier for the what I have for in terms of time. So Call of Duty content to me is something I'm also very passionate about. So this video that's coming to you right now is a moment of passion, because I am truly shocked that this change is being made. However, I do have some concerns. Is this just a red herring? Will Open Mosh Pit be Open Mosh Pit, quote unquote, and nothing's actually changed? Like, is there a physical data way to where we can see the difference? I mean, I played 2 matches already, which you're going to see here on screen, and they feel, I mean, about the same. Granted, my matchmaking is a little bit more modernized. It's a little bit more middle of the pack. I'm not the best player on the planet, but I'm not the worst player on the planet. Granted, a couple years ago I was. However, that doesn't mean that it doesn't feel any different. I mean, I felt, you know, kind of the same. Felt good-ish. Got a couple streaks. You know, hopefully here you'll see a clip of me using the Grave Maker. It was pretty fun to use. But all in all, how do we prove that this is actually implemented, you know, other than based on feel alone? Will the community respond with saying so? Second of all, is this enough? Is this enough? Because one of the other major complaints that people have with Black Ops 6 is, or Black Ops 7, excuse me, is that it feels so similar to Black Ops 6. Now, I feel differently, personally. Granted, I like all Call of Duties for different things. This Call of Duty is fresh and new in a sense that we've been playing in semi-modern / past eras for the last, God, like 5 years. So we haven't seen a futuristic Call of Duty since 2018 with Black Ops 4. And all we've had is, so we've had Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2 and 3, Cold War, Vanguard. The most futuristic thing we've gotten since then is the laser gun in Vanguard. And that gun was trash. I mean, okay, it wasn't trash, but it was alright. So we haven't had a complete era shift into the future that feels like this. This is a modern Call of Duty with modern, with postmodern or futuristic elements, and it feels good. It feels great to me. Granted, I'm one person, and if you agree, please leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the beta. So is this enough for the community to stop bitching and whining? I don't know. I don't know. So there's another thing down here that we want to talk about. Let's see. I'm going to throw it on screen. The MA-A1. I talked about this a little briefly, but it got nerfed. The balance of the MA-A1 live and die about how easily it is able to land a one-burst kill. We think it's pretty close to where it needs to be, and it still needs just a bit too much consistency. We're having some small nerfs to its recoil, and we're being conservative because we don't want to push the weapon too far back the other way into inconsistency. So they're nerfing the one burst gun, which this happens every year. A gun is good, or it's just right. Some of the community is outspoken. They say, oh, it's too overpowered, it's too consistent, it needs to be nerfed. Some of the community is opposite. They're like, oh, we love it because it's so consistent and it's powerful. It will live and die by how easily it is able to land a one burst kill. They're not wrong. So they're making changes there. I just played with the Dravik 45. It doesn't feel any different. I'm still getting freaking demolished anytime somebody comes around the corner with that thing. Anywho. Doors. I have never heard a community so up in arms about doors. Granted, I understand. When you're playing on a map, I'm going to throw it on screen with the changes as well. When you play the Forge, you go from your spawn, and you have two doors almost immediately, or a large large archway or pathway, whatever you want to call it, the central path lane to the center spinning partitioned walls. You don't want to go there because that's just like asking for you to get shot, you know. So we have door, and then we have also door in the middle to get to the spinning partitions. And then in each one of these lanes, we have one side that has only 2 more doors, and then we have another lane that has 4 more doors. And I'm tired of the word door. And all of these doors at this point, or up to now anyway, could be opened by walking up to it. That is cool and all, but you might as well have just removed them. They're useless. They don't do anything tactically other than allow me to stand there, stare at said door, and wait for it to open because it has a delay on how far away you are. It gives me a good time, like, hey, ready up. So doors. Let's get rid of them. And here's the other one. Here's the other one. Okay, we got... This one's not nearly as many doors. I don't know why they fucked with this one. They should have done exposure. Well, actually, I think Exposure only has like 2. But with Cortex here, we got like 2 main doors. And all this shit. I don't know. It's not nearly as bad as the Forge, but the Forge has way too many doors. I'm glad they're making that change. We're increasing some XP. Should have been increased every year. We have this in the beta. It feels like they just do it at a slug's pace, just because they can. And then they made some zombies change. You know, good stuff. Good stuff. Played zombies last night. It's fine. It's fun. Very buttery. I like it buttery smooth. Although guns feel like they're like useless. I might as well have just tried for a ray gun. Useless. I wanted to try to level up the pistol because the pistol's awful in multiplayer, at least to me anyway. I wanted to use it as a Kimbo and try to have fun with that, but wasn't able to do that. Yeah, I mean that's kind of it. Like SBMM is gone. Like, is this something we can hopefully see to the main game? I would genuinely be happy with that. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in your comments down below. I personally am quite excited for Black Ops 7. Playing the beta, I've been having fun. I've been having large streaks. A lot of fun with the streaks. If this video does well, I could probably do a video on my review of the beta. I think I will do a review of the beta itself. Granted, it may be kind of COD shilly, but that's just who I am. So, you know, yeah, like I said, leave your thoughts in your comments down below and let me know what you think of the Black Ops 7 beta. Do you think you're going to be able to go back to Black Ops 6 after this is done? Do you think you're going to be able to... Are you going to pick up Black Ops 7 after playing this beta, or are you going to go for Battlefield 6? I personally like both. Both are different niches, but, you know, yeah, leave your thoughts in comments. Have a good one, guys. Peace.
Kiss, call. Fingers on the keys, we're earning our keep. Triple XP, grind, no time for sleep.